Dozens of dogs rescued from filthy conditions. Tonight, they're safe in the hands of the Oregon Humane Society. They were rescued from a suspected puppy mill, now under investigation for animal cruelty. And at 5 o'clock, good evening, everyone. I'm Jeff Gianola.
And I'm Kelly Day. Those puppies tonight are safe. Here are the facts in the case so far. That suspected puppy mill is in Columbia County, and we are told it is so large, this rescue could stretch well into the night. Officials rescued over 100 dogs of all ages and breeds. They are now at a shelter in North Portland, and they're all getting medical attention they need. The Oregon Humane Society has now launched an animal neglect investigation, and Carla Castano has more from the emergency shelter.
And some did look emaciated.
It's dark and dingy behind the barbed wire fence the dogs were rescued from in rural Columbia County today. We're told it was also filthy and wet.
Now, these were shocking conditions at this breeding facility. Piles and piles of feces and urine, and the smell was overwhelming to me at times. It's some of the worst conditions I've seen.
The dogs, like Ursula, the first one here, all seem pretty content in their new temporary homes. It took 2 days to build this emergency shelter. We learned a judge granted a search warrant at the Columbia County breeder's property after the Columbia County Animal Control Officer found unsanitary conditions and no drinking water.
Does this person have a prior record of mistreating animals?
I don't think there's been a citation issued against them before, but it's not the first time there's been a complaint about them.
The woman who owns the dog could also be in violation of the Oregon Puppy Mill Act, which bans breeders from having more than 50 breeding dogs in one place. We learned it also requires them to have minimal care standards.
We're really concerned about the terrible unsanitary conditions. That's a huge red flag that opens up the doors to infections and parasites, and it's neglect straight out when you see conditions that bad.
The Akitas, Dachshunds, Terriers, and Poodles were taken into the veterinarians one by one, puppies first. But there are dozens of puppies needing care, and the final count may take a little time.
This was a breeding operation. There were many litters of puppies that we're bringing back here today to this emergency animal shelter. I'm suspecting that many of the females we're bringing back are pregnant.
The dogs will not be free for adoption for a while. They're being considered as evidence in the potential criminal investigation against the owner. Live in North Portland tonight, Carla Castano, KOIN 6 News.